So, will I have to leave the Philippines? Tourist visa issues. There was an addendum that was filed on July 26th, basically saying that tourist visas are no longer guaranteed. With the current situation, you're able to come into this country with a Western passport, and when you arrive, you have 30 days upon arrival. After that, you're able to go into your local immigration office and extend. After your first extension, you're able to get an ACR card, which you can travel around the Philippines without your passport with that. You can open a bank account, all that good stuff. And then you just continue to renew. And at the 36-month mark with an exit clearance, you need to leave the country. You're able to normally just come right back, and that's been kind of the way that the Philippines has gained a lot of popularity with expats over other neighboring countries, and how the Philippines has received a tremendous amount of revenue from all of the expats coming in and out, and people living here, YouTubers, people promoting the country, etc. But there has been some changes, and people are now being pulled for interviews. And one instance that I know of from another video from a huge YouTuber has said that they didn't like the answers of the person that was pulled for an interview, and they told him they will not be renewing him. I have been here for well over a year since I returned from the United States, putting away all of my stuff. And I have been promoting this beautiful country, and I know that my channel personally has had many high-earning expats move to places like BGC, Boracay, Makati, Cebu, etc. I have been into the immigration office since this addendum in July, in this month that is August, and I was not even aware of this. Many people are saying dress up nice, this and that, be nervous. And I was not even aware of this when I went in. The news broke, about a week ago or something, with a really big channel talking about it, and letting people know that this is no longer guaranteed, and that you can certainly be pulled for an interview if not denied. They want to verify addresses, leases, livelihood, girlfriends, all kinds of things that they just simply didn't do. When I first went in to renew my visa, I thought exactly that. They're going to tell me to go home. They're going to ask if I'm married. They're going to ask to see my bank account. They're going to want to know this and that. Never. It was just pay $50, get out of here, come back, pay $200. You got 6 months. After that, you pay $200 because you're buying the ACR card along with a 6-month extension. Then after that, it was like $100 for the next 6 months. Now they've got us on 2-month intervals, and you can do it online. But I would assume if they want to pull for you for an interview, or if they've got an issue with you, the online system will trigger you to come in, and you will be interviewed at that time. Apparently they want to ask just kind of like the questions that I thought they would, or like other countries would, where they kind of verify what it is that you're doing in their country on a tourist visa, just renewing and renewing. Obviously I'm a YouTuber, and if they release the digital nomad visa, which I don't think has been released yet, but I've heard whispers about, apparently you need to pay $24,000 a year. I don't know that that's been released yet. I'm not 50 years old. I'm not even 48 years old. And I am not currently married to a Filipina. So again, I went in business as usual. I think they asked me how long I've been here. I told them 2022. I think it was the same guy I always go to. They know my face. They know me. I wasn't dressed up nice. I wasn't nervous. I didn't even know about this addendum. And I have done this many, many, many times. I breezed in and out, no worries whatsoever. But things are no longer guaranteed. If you do not have a wife here, or an SRRV, or some type of a permanent visa stay here, I do not suggest buying a condo somewhere where the Philippines can change their mind at any time. The Philippines could pull you for an interview at any time, and the Philippines could tell you, hey, your stay has come to an end. I think those chances are relatively slim if you're not a troublemaker, if you can show your lease, you can say why you're here, you can do this or that, but nonetheless, being in this country is a privilege and not a right. There's been whispers of a lot of, I think, jealous guys that are less successful channels, guys that are married, guys that are this, saying that this is all coming to an end and everybody's got to leave and this and that. You know, other expats don't make rules in the Philippines. Filipinos make rules in the Philippines, and Filipinos decide when an expat time has come to an end in their country. So I think it's quite funny that there is tiny little channels that are probably jealous of the channels that have received some traction on YouTube, and they're talking about, oh, this and that, and y'all gotta go home, and you gotta do this, and acting like tax experts, and acting like immigration experts, and citing all kinds of connections and this and that. In reality, Filipinos in the Philippines makes the decisions, not Americans and Canadians that are over here that married a Filipina girl and feel superior to us that are here on tourist visas promoting the country with successful YouTube channels. So everything's a-okay for me as of right now. But again, they have you on 2-month intervals, and I was not even aware of this, so I went in completely calm and relaxed, as I always do. Business as usual. I think they asked how long I've been here. Same old, same old. Didn't pull me for an interview. Didn't ask extra questions. Another guy in my live stream community had said that they asked him a few questions before the addendum was released, maybe back in May or something, and he got a little bit weirded out. But he has since received a military job here after he was getting a little nervous or thinking about moving to a neighboring country. I said it's probably nothing to worry about. I think it's up to the immigration officer that you speak with when you do your renewal, and I think it's just a case-by-case basis, and you can be pulled for an interview. And again, there is one instance that I know of where they didn't like the gentleman's answers and he was asked to leave. I don't know what the answers were, and I don't know what answers they're looking for when they ask what your livelihood is here. They ask about girlfriends. I know they may be looking into where you live, your lease, additional information than just breezing through and breezing out and passing out extensions like a Pez, candy or something. But nonetheless, if you're 50 years old, consider getting an SRRV. If you are a military man, former military man, that is going to run you $1,500, I believe, that you need to put in a bank account and not touch, if I'm not mistaken, and a $1,500 processing fee. If you are not a veteran, I believe it is a $20,000. Maybe you put that into a bank account and you don't touch it. I'm not quite sure, but that's attainable, but I'm a few years away from that being available to me. If you marry a Filipina, I guess you get the 13A or something like that, so you can do that. I am not married. I do not plan to get married anytime soon, and I am not 50, and I am not former military, although I could do the 20,000 option in a few years. So at the end of the day, just wanted to bring this to your attention. Other people have made videos about this, but I wanted to relay my personal experience going in since the addendum and having no problems. Other people in my live stream community, where I go live every day around 9 a.m. Manila time, have told me they're going into renews theirs. They'll let me know if they have any problems, etc., etc. I've heard whispers that this is regarding Chinese pogo workers and abuse of the system and stuff like that. But no need to panic too crazy yet. And if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But I simply wanted to make a short video highlighting this and how it could affect the economy in the Philippines if they did start enforcing this or making everybody leave that's been here for a year or so, or all the YouTubers, or all the people that are just simply coming over here and spending money. The average expat that comes over here is probably spending at least a couple of grand a month. I know expats that are spending, 7 or 8. I know expats that are getting by on, $1,500 a month. But that's a lot of money being pumped into the Philippine system. But, again, you're a guest here. You'll always be a guest here. And until you have some type of a permanent residence, do not buy a condo. Do not buy a car. Be careful, because the Philippines can change their mind at any time or tell you that your time has come to an end. With that being said, I love this country. I promote this country. I've brought a lot of high-earning men over here because of my channel. And I will continue to stay here as long as I am welcome. I do consultations, jasperinthephilippines@gmail.com. As I stated earlier, I go live every day around 9 a.m. Manila time, almost every day. And like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and sana all.